Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Same Team, Different Jerseys. I got our editor with us, Sonia Perkins, and
Hey.
I got my co-host, Hannah.
Hi.
And, of course, me, Damien. How's everybody's week going? Because mine was great.
I worked 9 days this week, so not fun. I worked I worked 8 12-hour days, and I worked uh like an 8-hour shift on Friday. And
Today?
no, not last Friday.
Oh, okay.
And I have never felt so absolutely exhausted. My body decided I'd had enough, and I slept for 12 hours. Like I don't ever get to sleep 12 hours. Ever.
That'd be nice.
So,
I've had insomnia the past 2 nights, so it's great. I think I've gotten, what's today? Today's Friday. So Wednesday night, I think I got like 3 hours of sleep. And I think last night I maybe got another 3 hours of sleep. Maybe 4.
oof,
It's great.
that's rough.
Yes, it's been lovely. Plus on top of working nights last weekend and switching schedules again. Back to days. It's been great. But
I've had a great week. I've had nothing go wrong.
I'm going to start calling you at work a lot more now.
Do it.
Because every time I call, you have something happen.
Yeah, I did. I had 2 things happen today. I had a whole parking violation, and then I had a customer complaint, which is a resident complaining about another resident.
Client
that
complaint, not
their
customer.
their Christmas decorations were still up. And you have to have Christmas decorations in this community down by January 1st.
Why are people
'Cause
so
HOA.
why is it, why?
And I quote, "It looks tacky." Can
So
you
that
please
makes me wonder, right? So, because we've talked about the outdoor, like the permanent outdoor lighting, right? Where you can change it for every holiday. Would they allow that?
No.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to have lights
You
on your
can
house, period.
you can't
Past
even
January
change
1st.
the light bulbs outside can be warm white or cool white. You can't
Yeah, you
even
can't have
make
fun.
one like green for military support or blue for police support. You can't even do that. The lights on the outside of your house have to be warm white or cool white.
Yay, HOA.
I mean, like, I've lived in
Yeah.
a couple of HOAs, but they ain't been like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, this HOA is, not
Very
that,
strict.
Steroids.
it's a whole bunch of people that got together and said, we got the federal government, we got the state government. It's still not fucking enough. We need more government. And they made a whole bunch of fucking Karens in charge of a tiny community and said, we have more rules.
They
And-
waited outside the grocery store and were picking at people who take their carts back to the corrals, and they were like, "Do you hate when people don't take their carts back?" And they're like, "Oh, I loathe it. It's miserable. I fight with them. I yell at them." And they're like, "You need to come live where we live. Here you go."
I'll be honest, I hate people that don't take their cards back.
I do too. It's a have you heard that study that they've done about how
It's a self-regulation.
Yeah, it's a self-regulation or like the self-government thing of like people who it's not breaking the law if you don't take the cart back to the corral.
But you're a fucking asshole if you don't?
Yeah.
So I do, unless I have Eric, and it's like a million miles away.
But Eric likes pushing it back.
Right.
I have Eric do it. If anybody doesn't know, Eric is my son. He's autistic and he's a window licker. I mean, I love him to death, but he's a perpetual 1-year-old in an 18-year-old body.
19, honey. He's 19 this year.
That's right. He's
God, he's
turned
old.
19. Jeez.
He'll be 20 this year.
Jesus.
He's old. It does not feel like that long ago when I met you guys and he was like 14.
I know.
Oh my God.
Well, you moved away and you've been gone forever.
We are old.
Speak for yourself. Thank you.
My birthday is next month.
Yeah, I know. I've heard things.
Okay. You've heard good things?
I've heard things. I think it's
I've
actually
heard
in my
things.
calendar.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Let's hear about this work drama.
Yes, because
Okay.
Sandy's been done. I got to hear about this all day in the car today.
Oh yeah, because I
So-
called you because I tried to call Amber,
She was fucking
but
livid.
she was working, and so I was like, Damien's the next best thing.
He doesn't do anything for life, so
He's
we'll
sitting in
call
his
him.
fucking car right now. He'll answer,
Yep,
and he did.
and I do.
Okay, so I had an employee who didn't show
Right.
up for work. And right now he's at a different location because he has had an injury that requires him to not be armed. Okay. So he's on light duty and he didn't show up for work. So my boss called me. This was Thursday. He didn't show up for work. So my boss calls me yesterday and is like, hey, so-and-so didn't show up for work. What's going on? And I was like, I have no idea. This is not normal. Let me find out. And he's like, all right, cool. Also, by the way, employees have been complaining that he smells like pot. I was like,
Oh.
Okay. I will see what I can do about that. Anything else? And he's like, no, you're good. All right, cool. So I text my employee.
Hold on, real quick for context. Obviously, we're not going to say names or jobs or places, but they do carry for a living. So pot, I know a lot of people will get on here and be like, it's just pot. They carry for their job. So
We're also in Texas.
yeah, kind of a big deal. Well,
Yes.
I didn't even want to.
We've already said that you guys are
Okay,
in
yeah, she's
Arizona,
in
we're in Texas.
But she level 3 carries. So
yeah. So and we do randoms, right? Like I've had a few randoms. This employee has had a few randoms, okay? And everything's been kosher with him. No big deals, okay? So I'm texting him and I'm calling him and I'm not getting any answers. His cell phone is doing the this server is not taking phone calls right now. Click, right? So I'm like, fuck, like, did he not pay his bill? Like, what the fuck's going on? Whole day goes by. Later that night, so last night at about 8 o'clock, I get a phone call and it's my employee. And he's like, hey boss, I didn't make it to work today. I had a family emergency. I was like, okay, cool. Everything okay? Which it wouldn't surprise me if he did. He just had a family emergency last week. One of his grandparents had passed. So I mean, it is possible that what if grandma passed now that grandpa has passed, whatever, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Is everything kosher? Like, are you good? Do you need another day off? Like, what's going on? And he's like, no, we're all good. Everything's taken care of. He's like, I'll be back in town for work tomorrow. All right, cool. Bet. I was like, hey, if anything happens further, like, you still report to me. So if you're going to miss work or you're going to call off or whatever the case may be, call me. Tell me what's up. And he's like, all right, cool. Sounds good. So I text my boss last night and I'm like, hey, this is what he said. Here's what's going on. He'll be at work tomorrow. So I get to work this morning and Damien and I are on the phone talking about whatever. And my boss sends me a mugshot of my employee.
a recent one. We're not talking one from 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. A recent one. All right. So he sends me a mugshot. And it's my employee on January 28th getting booked into jail that evening with 3 charges:
Oh my god.
unlawful carry of a weapon, dangerous drugs, and marijuana 2 ounces or less.
Oh,
Yes. So that happened
so
Wednesday.
not a family emergency.
No, so that happened Wednesday night. that is why he was not at work on Thursday. So, my boss sends this to me, and I instantly call him. And I'm like, boss, I had no idea. Like, I texted you last night after I got off the phone with him saying that he had a family emergency. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, he fucking lied to me. And he's like, yep. Are you at work? And I was like, yeah, I'm at work. Like, I've been at work. This is 7:20 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I've been at work. And he's like, okay, cool. He's like, you need to come to both. And I'm like, we fuck. Okay. And so I go. And I get there. And he's like, hey, is he at work? And I was like, he should be. And he's like, cool. He needs to come to my office. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I text my employee and I'm like, hey, you need to come to work, or you need to come into the boss's office. And he's like, okay, I'm on my way. And so he comes in there, he sits down, and my boss goes, so what's going on? And my employee looks at me, looks at my boss, and goes, well, I guess you guys know, so I guess I'll stop lying.
Oh,
I got picked up. And I was like, do tell. Tell me more. So he starts telling us the whole thing, right? Like, he got picked up right outside of work. He was literally like 2 minutes out of work. Like, 2 minutes out of work. Boom, picked up. Okay. And the trooper who pulled him over, which if people don't know, troopers don't normally hang out and patrol like inner city areas, right? Like, they're usually on the highways, on the interstates, outer city stuff. Okay, they're not in the city. That's what your police departments do. So he gets picked up. I was like, "What were you like? What was your violation for? Like, what did he pull you over for?" And he's like, "Oh, he pulled me over for my seatbelt." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "I got my, he's got tint on his front windows," and he's like, "Bro, I had my windows up, everything. Like, there's no way he knew that my seatbelt was on or off." And I'm like, "Okay." Then what happened? He's like, well, then he, say, I'm pulling you over because you're not wearing your seatbelt. Can I search your car? And he said yes.
You don't have to say yes to that.
No, you don't.
I mean, they're going to get the dog and they're
And
going to
that's
But
what
it doesn't matter.
But that's what he said. I said, so did you just let him search your car? Like, did he just simply ask, or was he just like, hey, I have probable cause to search your car, so I'm searching your car? And he's told me, he goes, nah. He said, hey, can I search your car? And if you say no, I'm going to call a K9 unit and we're going to search the car when it pops. So he just was like, there's nothing in my car. Go ahead, search it.
Clearly there was something in his car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, reading the mugshot and the charges, right? We obviously sent my employee home, and we were like, hey, you're going home on PTO until further notice, right? Reading all of this, right, and hearing his story, Kat,
Math's not mathin'.
you have to be a douchebag of a cop. Under 2 ounces or less of pot, and you're gonna do the paperwork for that? That's a little nugget. Like, that's a little tiny nugget. Tiny Danny. That's not even enough for a bowl or a joint. Okay? That's not enough. Having been a military cop, okay? If somebody had rolled up on base, or I pulled somebody over and I found this little tiny baby nugget of pot, I'd have just grinded it in my hands. Don't do it again. This is your, like, get out of jail free ticket. Don't fucking do it again. Have a good day. Because that's so, like, any judge is going to throw that out. It's under 2 ounces. Any judge is going to throw that out. So it doesn't make sense to me. Why would you go through and the dangerous drugs? He just had surgery on the 9th. and it's his prescription drugs.
If his name is on it and the name matches the driver's license, then how is that?
Yeah, like that's what he told us. He was like, it's my painkillers, like that I got prescribed by my doctor. And I'm like,
Okay,
okay.
so something's not.
Yeah. So I was talking, eventually, like my wife and I were talking about it, and she told me today when I got home, after I explained everything, because so much more came out, right? She's like, I looked him up on the county roster, and they only have him for marijuana. There's nothing about dangerous drugs or the unlicensed carrying. And I was like, well, the dangerous drugs we think is his prescription, so that's gonna get thrown out. The
Yeah.
unlawful carry, so my company does duty weapons. They issue us duty weapons. So they had his duty weapon, and then he had his own personal weapon. Now, I don't know where his personal weapon was at. The duty weapon was in the trunk from what the troopers told us and everything, right?
In the holster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So because it's in the trunk is considered like a secured area, right? In most vehicles and in most states. But I do know, like, if you're taking a narcotic prescription, you can't carry while you're taking that narcotic, right? Just like if you are drinking, you can't conceal carry,
Right.
right? So that's the only thing I can think of why, like, the guns with prescriptions is getting caught up. But yeah, anyway, okay. So we send him home. Shit ain't adding up. We have to get our company gun back from the troopers. So my boss makes some phone calls. And a buddy of his who works for the troopers slips up and mentions something about a task force. And my boss is like, wait. What do you mean? And he's like, oh, no, different case. You know, he's like, this case isn't mine, so a different case. But you guys got to go to this office, and this is where you got to go, and that's where you guys can get the duty weapon back. And my boss and I are like, okay, interesting. So we go to the office. We bring all the paperwork for proof that that's
The duty weapon.
yeah, the company weapon. Okay. And we get there and we meet with this lieutenant, and my boss asks, like, hey, what'd y'all pick him up on? Like, was it a simple violation? Like, what happened? And he goes, well, we're preventing major crimes in the city.
What the?
And my boss just looks at me and I look at him and I'm like,
Is he dealing drugs on the side? What the hell?
something's not adding up. Something's not right.
I want to know who you're fucking hiring. So far, you've had a kitty diddler, and now you have
not me, not I.
with.
Not I.
Oh, he wasn't. Was he not your employee?
No.
So
That
so
one
you
was not mine.
Still in
So
the company.
That one wasn't even in my department.
So you have a major cartel person and a kiddly diddler in your
I guess.
So did you ever find out, like, what all
No.
was happening? Like,
No. But so there's a guy that works with us.
Okay.
And he worked for the local police department for like 25 years. Okay. And he's hearing us talk about everything because this made it all the way to where I actually work at, right? Because I work at a different facility. And this made it all the way over there. And I was there for only an hour and 20 minutes this morning and didn't say anything to anybody. I was on the phone with my boss, packed my shit, and left. Okay. And so, the guy that works with us who worked for the police department for 25 years or whatever, okay, he's like listening to what we're telling him and he's listening to what he heard from the other facility, okay, and we're like talking about it and he's like, ain't no fucking cop writing you a ticket and taking your ass to jail for 2 ounces or less. He's like, that's not happening. He was like, but just from the way you're describing it and the fact that a trooper is pulling you over inner city, he's like, that doesn't happen. And the fact that they got him, like, I kid you not, it's like he left work and 2 minutes later he was pulled over. Like,
So
the dude
somebody
didn't even
was-
dude didn't even make it on the highway. Somebody was waiting for you.
Yeah, somebody was waiting outside your work, knowing what time he got off.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
No,
But we
But-
got our gun back.
that's good.
And
Okay,
then
what do you guys care? What do you guys carry?
carry
off
Glock,
subject.
Glock 17. I fucking hate it. Oh, I fucking
Fucking
hate it.
losers.
I fucking
Losers.
hate Glock. But
All the Glock people that are masturbating to their Glocks right now are going to get pissed
that's okay.
because
They're gonna
you've
come in the
never
slide and then it's not gonna work.
you've never met anybody except a 1911 person and a Glock person, because both of them literally they love their like Glock fanboys are hardcore.
Everything is Glock.
Everything is Glock.
Yeah, I hate Glock.
I mean, it it looks like a child made it on a video game, but it works, I guess. It shoots.
I prefer
So
my Smith & Wesson.
this guy is suspended until further notice?
Yeah. Okay, so my boss and I were sitting at the trooper station, literally waiting to meet with the trooper to get our property back. And he had to get on a Zoom meeting with some of our other managers, Kay, and our director. And you can see the trooper, the Texas trooper fucking logo in the background. And they're like, hey, where are you at right now? What are you doing? And he's like, I can't tell you right now. Like, what, we'll get into that later. Like, I'll explain when we get out of here. Okay. So we get everything and we leave and we get in the car and our director's like, yo, what's going on, man? And he's like, here, let me send this to you. And he sends our director the mugshot. And our director's like, he's fired. He's gone. So not only, okay, so like, you guys know like CDLs, right? Like, because you have
Yeah.
a CDL, right, you're held to a little bit higher standard when it comes to like your driving record, stuff like that, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it is when you have a level 3. So like, if I was to go out right now and get a DUI, the first phone call I better make when I get out of jail is my boss and be like, hey, got a DUI. Because of our level 3. He didn't report it. He wouldn't have said anything if nobody had known about it.
But what he was actually getting investigated for, we have no idea.
Wild.
Do we have conspiracy theories?
Tons.
Tons? What's the
Tons.
best one?
About this?
Yeah.
Um
Like, what was he doing? Is he like the kingpin of Texas?
Yeah, there's an employee that 100% believes that he's like distributing tons.
2 ounces at a time.
I guess.
I mean, but like 2 ounces or less makes it sound like a nugget broke in the bag and like fell
That's
out.
exactly
that's
what that
exactly
sounds
what it
like.
is.
So
He might have had.
2 ounces isn't enough to fucking roll a joint. That's not enough pot.
Yeah, it is. You can roll a joint with an ounce.
No, I don't think so.
Not saying a great joint. I'm just saying you can.
Like maybe like a Virginia Slim joint.
I just can't imagine like
Right, 2 ounces of marijuana ain't that much. I feel like that's not that much. Like a dime bag.
Ooh.
A dime bag is plenty. Maybe my
Okay,
maybe,
I'm not into my drug dealing like stuff. So joint sizes can vary, typically containing between 0.25 and 1 gram. Oh, 1/112th or 1/28th ounce. So yes, 2 ounces will make.
Oh, I might be thinking grams.
You're thinking grams.
I think
yeah,
I'm
because
thinking grams.
2 ounces will make about 150 joints.
No way.
If a
How many grams is it an ounce?
well, it says 1/12 28th ounce is in a joint. So
Like a 28th of an ounce.
28th of an ounce. So 28, well, okay, 28 times 2. So you're talking 56 joints.
So Hannah, to answer your question, 0.035 ounces is the equivalent to 1 gram.
I need to know. I feel
Oh.
like
Oh my God. You do know that any drug Joe, if you watch this, do not yell at us going, how do they not know that shit?
We love you.
We love you. And you should know this. We should call a friend. We should call Joe. Joe, we need phone a friend. We need pot help right now, Joe. But so the conspiracy theory going is he is the kingpin of Texas.
okay. This makes it way bigger. This makes sense now. I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
So 2 ounce.
1 ounce of pot is kind of a lot of pot.
Here,
yeah, considering 0.03.
Like, now that I see like it in perspective, obviously my weights are way off. Because I'm like, oh, 2 ounces, like, that's not that much. I'm 100% thinking grams. Like, I'm thinking 2 grams. Okay, so never mind. It's not this little bit of pot.
Okay,
but
hold on. I have a screenshot.
It's a decent
for anybody
amount of pot.
that
1 ounce is 28 grams.
there you go.
Yeah, that's a bit of pot. If that's accurate, that's a bit of pot.
Yeah. This is what 2 ounces of pot look like.
Yeah, okay. So wait. Where's the one that okay, top right photograph. Top right. That one. Nope, go over one more. That one. That's the one I literally just looked at. And I was like, that's 1 ounce? That's kind of a decent amount of pot.
Oh, never mind. I got to go to Buds.
Yes. But I was like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit of pot. I'm definitely thinking a gram. Okay, so 2 ounces of pot. That's
Still
a decent amount of pot.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good size. Well, hold on.
How many sandwich bags?
2. Well, here you go. I have it.
Those aren't sandwich bags.
$90 for 2 ounces.
Oh my God, pot has gone up since I remember. I mean,
yeah.
You can get a bag of gummies for like $40. Not that we do it.
No, not at all.
No. So I got a better one. So we have that he's the conspiracy theory that he's a kingpin. To transition, you guys can start screaming about this. Do not start yawning. We're all going to start yawning.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if anybody out there in YouTube and TikTok land has heard about this.
What?
Oh God.
Oh, I'm excited about this. Hannah, get off your phone.
Get off your phone, Hannah.
Sorry, I'm blowing up my boss right now because literally a bunch of us were like, "Oh, it's like this much pot." I totally think we're thinking grams. I just texted.
We were fucking wrong.
I just texted him that screenshot that I took, and I was like, 2 ounces of pot is actually a lot of pot.
You know, there's professional potheads going, 2 ounces ain't shit.
You're like, oh, that's what I smoke on a daily. What the fuck y'all doing?
So we've all heard of so we've all heard of the flat earthers.
Yeah.
We've all heard of we didn't land on the moon. We've all heard the JFK. There's so many conspiracy theories.
9/11.
9/11, you name it. This one tops them all. Guys, we're going to lose gravity August 12th.
We're all dying.
For 7 seconds.
We're all dying.
The new conspiracy theory is that there's going to be 2 black holes that converge, and it's going to take the Earth's gravity away for 7 seconds on August 12th.
What's the Project Anchor is what it's called. That's the Project Anchor. That's what NASA's working on, that they're trying to protect us from.
What are they
So-
trying to hide right now, though? Like, let's like logically think about this, okay?
Now, of course,
Because-
NASA
hold
has
on,
denied this.
Hold on, of course. But like, think about this for a second, okay? When all of the Epstein happened back in 2020, all of a sudden, Epstein wasn't important anymore because, well, we had COVID. So, what next big thing are they trying to hide from us using this bullshit?
A bunch of Americans are going to be deported.
Yes.
Sweet. By ICE.
Good. By ICE.
Sweet.
American citizens, not just illegals.
Yeah,
they're
a bunch
gonna
of
get rid-
Americans.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
what they're gonna do.
law-abiding citizens
Law-abiding
of
citizens.
America.
So,
Sorry, let me be proper. Of the United States of
States.
America
America. Yeah, because
are
America
going to be
encompasses.
deported.
Yeah.
That's what
So-
they're hiding.
Yeah. So everybody's freaking out because they're like thinking that you're going to be standing outside. And obviously, if you lose gravity for 7 seconds, you'll float in the air for 7 seconds and you'll keep floating up. And then when gravity gets turned back on, gravity is going to bitch slap you off the earth from 30 feet high. And everybody's worried about that. Well, you're going to die from the fall. I don't think anybody's realizing what would actually happen if the earth lost gravity for 7 seconds. Think
Didn't
of
they talk about this? That like in the first 2 seconds you're gonna be like 30 feet or something off the ground, and then in the next 5 seconds you're gonna be like basically like where planes are or something. Like
well,
if
you
we
would
lose gravity, it's actually a really big deal.
it is a big deal, but you would technically have to push off. You like if you're walking, your momentum would start. You'd start rising up. But in order to get up really high, you'd have to push off. But if you didn't do anything and you just
I
started
don't know, I feel
floating
like
up,
People
You'd
are that
probably-
dumb though.
you'd probably only get like, oh, they would think it's cool as shit, and like jump up, and then realize they're 50 feet in the air by the time it gets turned back on, and then.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that nobody thought about.
Wait.
What?
I want to see where Sonia goes with this.
Okay.
I want to see if it was like me the other day when you told me about this.
When you took it was a
Yeah.
light bulb. Okay, baby,
Yes.
what would happen?
Yeah.
What would float up in the air?
Can we get rid of the picture?
Oh yeah, we can
Yeah,
get rid of the
the-
picture. What would happen if we lost gravity for 7 seconds?
Or- Wouldn't everything float?
Anything not nailed down, like
Humans, animals. I mean, I feel like even the shit in the house,
yes,
but I mean,
Yeah.
eventually you'd hit the roof, so
right.
obviously
If you were in the
it wouldn't be that
house,
big
you
of a
would
deal,
float up to the ceiling and then stop.
right?
Keep going. If it's not nailed down, what is not nailed down?
Everything.
Think outside.
I don't know. Animals, trees, grass, rocks.
No, those are all attached to the earth, so they're not going to float.
What would have to happen in order for gravity to stop?
The moon would explode.
The earth would have to
I
stop.
feel like I'm like being like
The
I
earth
feel like I'm
would
being,
have
like,
to
fucked
stop.
with right now.
The earth would
The earth
have
would
to
have to stop spinning.
Okay.
So Newton's law of motion, one of his laws,
An object in motion stays in
Stays
motion
in motion.
until acted upon by an outside force. The earth spins at 1,037 miles an hour. That means you right now, Sonia, are moving at 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, hold on, pause, time out. But if they're saying that this is being caused by two black holes, right?
Right.
Did they specify where these two black holes are?
No,
No.
they didn't get that far into it. Okay.
Okay, so let's just hold on
Say
before
it
you
keeps
cut me
spinning.
off.
she's taking this conspiracy theory real far.
Listen.
I've really thought about this.
So okay, but like let's think about this for a second, okay? Let's say that let's say like the Earth is here, okay? The Earth is right in front of my face.
Yeah.
We've got a black hole here and a black hole here, and they're suctioning in like opposite directions, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be stronger than the gravitational pull, you would think, which would cause our Earth to stop.
Well, if the earth stops spinning, you're still doing 1,000 miles an hour.
All right, okay.
So you would
So-
get flown forward at 1,000 miles an hour until you hit something
Until
Okay.
you met an
So we're all
immovable
dead.
force.
where every one of us dead. So not
Kazak.
only that, so let's say the Earth, yeah, thump,
Skadoosh.
skittish. So say the world keeps spinning.
Okay.
Another thing that's not nailed down, baby. Think of your sharks.
Oh.
The ocean.
They're not attached to the Earth. So the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, will rise up.
Yeah.
And then when the Earth gets gravity again, it's
So
going to
finally
come
dead because tsunamis, our weather, everything would be so out of whack for so long.
Okay,
So
so
this is a bullshit thing.
so
every
Damien-
body of water, not just the Mississippi River, Lake Superior, Lake
the
Huron,
Nile.
Okay, so
the
I
Nile.
stand by what I said. So there would
Yeah.
be tsunamis, our weather system would be fucked. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Damien called me with this yesterday. Okay. And he's like, "Have you heard this conspiracy theory?" And I was like, "No. Tell me all about it." And he starts
She was
telling
so
me about it.
excited.
And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Bro, you're talking everybody's floating, fucking cars are floating, fucking trains." Like, I'm looking at everything outside my window and I'm like, everything's fucking floating, right? Like, and they're only predicting like a couple million or maybe a billion people will die. And I'm like, there's no way. And he's like, what about the oceans? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I would have never thought of the oceans if you had not said anything. And then I was like, hold on.
it's a modern day Sharknado.
And he was
Yeah.
like, what would have to happen in order for gravity to stop? And I was like, oh my God. And he's like, we'd have to stop spinning. And I was like, how fucking fast would we be moving? Like, I'm driving in my car, I'm going 65. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, I'd be thrashed against my car so hard, I would die on fucking impact.
Well, no, because your car's moving 1,000 miles an hour too.
Right. So
you and your
Right.
car would go forward until
Right.
it hits something.
But wouldn't I'm only going 65. So if I'm sitting against the backseat of my car, back of my car,
No,
and then my
no.
car all of a sudden starts
No.
moving,
your car
Right.
and you are both going the same speed. You're
right?
both
But
doing
the
1,000 miles an hour.
I feel like there still would be whiplash. I feel like there's whiplash.
No, you would the Earth would stop. You and your car would go forward instantly at 1,000 miles. You'd break the sound barrier
Fuck yeah.
because the sound barrier is
Science.
like 905 miles an hour.
so you're
you'd
dead
break
anyway.
So you'd break the sound barrier. You would literally cook because you're going so fast, the air would catch your car on fire. But say you're living in magical fairyland.
So why
and
is
that
my
doesn't
car not
happen.
catching on fire already?
Okay, you'll have to nerd out with me.
I am not Sheldon Cooper.
We're doing that now.
Yeah.
So the atmosphere keeps everything like stable. That's why when a plane goes 1,000 miles an hour, it's going and it's trying to break through the wind. The wind is going 1,000 miles an hour too. Everything on Earth is doing 1,000 miles an hour.
So, but the atmosphere would still be intact even if the Earth stopped, right?
No, you got to think if you took, I don't even have anything right here. If I took an empty bottle and I started whipping it around like that, the air inside it starts moving
Okay.
because of friction. Because the air molecules are frictioning off the plastic bottle.
Okay, and then when you stop
so
the bottle,
they start moving.
but when you
So-
stop the bottle, the atmosphere inside is still moving.
It's still spinning. It'll slow down eventually, but it's still spinning. So the world spinning is moving the air at the same speed and spinning it with us.
Okay.
So everything on Earth is doing 1,000 miles an hour approximately. So if the Earth stops instantly, the air, everything keeps moving. The water that was at the
Excuse me.
Pacific Ocean will instantly be in
Texas.
Peru.
So does that mean that? So does that mean that it would instantly be nighttime too? Because doesn't the moon play a part in our gravity?
It doesn't play a part in our gravity. It has
But-
its own gravity, and that's what controls the tides. So as the
Okay,
moon comes
so-
around, the moon's gravity sucks the water up, hence you get the tide. And then
Right, but
as the moon,
if we instantly stop spinning,
wherever the moon is, the gravity is going to start sucking it, but you have no gravity anyways. The moon's gravity is going to pull it harder.
There's too much happening right now.
There's a lot of science
brain
happening
hurts.
right now.
There's
And
a ton
I
of science.
hated science. Science was not.
Insane.
Oh my God.
I
My
mean,
brain
not-
hurts.
I did 2 years worth of science in high school, and then they were like, "You don't have to do science anymore," and I was like, "Awesome,
Bet.
thank you."
There's a lot of things in high school that I hated that as an adult, I like consume at an obscene, like science, history. You couldn't keep me
Yeah.
awake in history class. And now I read every book I can. I watch every documentary.
He doesn't read.
I'm huge.
Yeah,
at-
you don't read. We already know you don't read.
I have a history book that I've read.
Where?
Can't tell you.
You probably read it 35
Right
years
now.
ago.
Hold on.
He read it 35 years ago.
No.
He doesn't read. That's the thing, is he doesn't read. He's told us this how many times? He doesn't
That's
read.
what I'm saying. He read it 35 years ago.
So I don't understand. Like,
Because that was probably the last time he opened a book.
That's why I can't say anything.
Oh, that checks out.
Okay.
That checks
Okay.
out.
So it was like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But still. Okay, so it's not in this house.
Yes, it's in that box of all my books and stuff, my cookbooks and stuff like that.
I don't think so. I'll have to find it. But regardless, there's so much happening right now.
Okay, but he doesn't
My
read.
brain
We've
hurts.
talked about this. He admitted that on our last podcast, 2 podcasts ago, that he
I know
doesn't
that's
read.
spelled wrong, so don't even fucking tease me.
That's not what she was asking. Yes,
It's
there's
okay.
secret conversations going on, y'all. It's fine. You don't need to be
Yeah.
privy to everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so
certain
we're
things
gonna-
that are.
We're gonna change topics here because my brain hurts, and quite frankly,
Okay, so,
don't-
but see, me in history class, I was wide awake. World history was my favorite. Oh, world history was so good.
So
Okay.
I had a teacher in high school that she made it fun. Like, she made history fun. I can't tell you what I learned.
We watched
but
The Simpsons.
So we watched like Blood Diamond, and we watched
Ooh, good movie.
Hotel Rwanda, and we watched I can't think of what the other one is, but there was another one. And we watched like YouTube clips, and we would do like projects, and
Yeah.
we when we were learning about guerrilla warfare, like, she had us like take our desks, and she gave us like a huge stack of paper to ball up, and she was like, if you get hit with, because we all had our individual colors, like, she made it very like interactive. And
So you
I
basically
think
played Risk
yeah
in the classroom.
So I think that's why, like, it was so engaging for me. Like, but like, world history to me is way more fascinating than Don't come for
Yeah,
me.
That's
Don't
not
come for
the
me.
that's not the
But our
history.
history.
Yeah. I ended up, we had to watch, you guys probably don't know it, Roots.
Nope.
You have no idea
I've seen Roots.
do you know who Kunta Kinte is?
My boss actually referenced them today.
So in
I haven't
Roots-
watched Roots
Okay. So for
probably
you,
since
the whole-
I was like a teenager.
Okay, so the whole premise is it's the black people that are being brought from Africa over to here. And
Okay.
this black person is brought over, and his name is Kunta Kinte, and he gets sold into slavery. And the master gives him a new name, and he refuses to take the name. So
Is that like
and
Django?
Django.
no,
Phenomenal
s-
Quentin Tarantino movie, by the way.
yes. So they showed this in school. They roped him up on a tree, and they whipped him until he would not say his name anymore, and he would
Wow.
refer to himself as his new name. So yeah, that's what we watched in school.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, Django Unchained. That was
so good.
fucking so good.
So good.
Sonia can't handle words that movies that have the N-word in them.
I don't like that word either, but that movie is so good.
So do you like Blazing Saddles?
Yes. Any Quentin Tarantino movie I will watch. I've watched
That's
all
not
his
I
movies.
couldn't.
That's not a Quentin Tarantino movie. That was made before he was even a thought.
Yes, I'm talking about Django. Any Quentin Tarantino movie, I'll watch.
Okay.
But Blazing
Yeah,
Saddles, that's the I know I've
that
seen it. It's been a while.
same person that made Spaceballs and
Yeah, and
They
he
say
made
the N word about 20 times in the first 2 minutes.
it is so funny. She couldn't even
Isn't
get
that the
past
same guy? Isn't that the same guy that does what's the fucking ice figure skating one? Oh, what's that movie? It's got Will Ferrell and the guy who plays Napoleon.
Oh God, I don't know.
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, what is that movie?
Now she's on a mission.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute. Hold on. It's gonna take me a bit. It's got Will Ferrell in
Anyways,
it.
so I had because Blazing Saddles is like, it's a cult classic for all us Gen Xers. We love the movie. And I had Sonia watch it. Anybody that's seen the movie knows.
Mel Brooks is the director.
Yeah, Mel Brooks. She couldn't even get past the fart scene when they're all sitting around eating beans because they said the N-word like 100 times in the first 10 minutes. And she was cringing so bad.
The movie is called Blades of Glory.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Oh, I have. So, yeah, I don't do any racial slurs. Like, I don't use them in my day-to-day.
I use all of them except the N-word, and it just sounds.
I hate the N-word. I can't stand it. It just like it like bugs me. So I happen to work with predominantly a bunch of Black people. And my boss, I've told him because he'll say it like left to right. And I'm like, boss, you say it, and I like don't want to talk about whatever it is we're talking about. Okay, and so
immediately shut down.
We were talking today, and he was telling me and a buddy of mine a story about when he had his son, and he was like, Hannah, you're gonna hate me. He said, da 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 da, and I was like, oh God. I just lost interest in your story. Sorry.
Yeah. If I started saying that right now, we would probably get a lot of clicks, but for all the wrong reasons.
I would leave immediately. That's not a word that I tolerate in my house. I don't. And I'll be honest, the hardest part for me going from New Jersey to here was it seemed like every single person that I talked to in Arizona was completely okay with that word. And they would just throw it out like left and right.
You said that when you grew up here. It was just something that was, they just say it.
Everybody.
They just say it here.
So wild to me. That's so wild to me.
I'm like,
there's no reason to use that word.
Go to it. And it's a lot of white boys that are doing it. Go to a city and start doing that. Trust me, you guys won't make it that long.
I literally told a kid when I was working at the schools, I was like, go to Orange County. And say that.
I'm pretty sure I told a group of kids that I was like, you guys think you're so big and badass. I said, let me drop the 5 of y'all in Trenton or Camden or Detroit.
Or
I said,
Jersey
you guys would
City.
get eaten alive. Yeah. Like, you guys would get eaten alive. You think that you're these, big badasses because you're in fucking Kingman, Arizona, Bullhead City, whatever. And you're not anybody. You ain't nobody here. You're a little white boy that thinks that he's cool. And I'm sorry, you don't, absolutely not. Like, there's no reason to be using those words.
When I worked the school, it was something the kids I would get called it. I mean, they just whipped it out like it was nothing. And I'm like, you guys are lucky you're in this tiny little town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, and their excuse was like, they say it and everybody says it. I'm like,
if everybody jumped off the cliff, would you?
Yeah. It's not just that trust me, I've known enough Black people. It's okay that they say it. Hannah, what is going on in your house?
Our house is being taken over by
the water has it's my dogs.
I just think it's ridiculous that, like, honestly, like, people think that it's 2026, and for one thing, you don't know where those people are from. Like, you don't know. Even if you use it as like a slur, even if you do the hard R or the A at the end, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a very
derogatory. It's just a derogatory
Yeah,
term.
and there's no reason for it.
I like hearing the, I'll be honest, no, I don't like the word, but the funny words that are associated with that. Like, what do you call a black
Don't-
baby? I
No,
won't say it, but I just giggle every time I hear somebody say that. I know it's wrong, but you're just like, that's funny. But I mean, we were
for the record, my husband is not racist. He's just
That's what every
dumb.
racist says.
That's what every racist says.
He's got a black friend.
That's what
He's-
every racist says.
He's
You know what I've heard?
he's a
that
white MAGA man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I've heard that I get told that when I troll online. They were like, well, all racists will say they have a black friend. You've never met a real racist then. Trust me, a real racist would not have a. Now, an ignorant white person will easily have a black friend, but a actual racist
No, never.
will never be associated with a black person. They'll definitely not have one as their best man. Like, there's no fucking way.
What's that movie?
But I need more details.
Old
then.
Matthew McConaughey. He's a lawyer down in the South.
You know some obscure fucking movies.
A Time to Kill. I think it's A Time to Kill. It's based off of a true story.
I haven't seen that either. Never heard of it.
What? It's based on a true story.
So, doesn't mean I've watched it.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
No.
That's your homework. I'm pretty sure you have already had homework since we've made this podcast a thing. You have homework. This weekend, you have to watch A Time to Kill.
Oh,
I'm
he's
pretty
gonna
sure
let me.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's
he's gonna-
called. A Time to Kill.
What are you two doing?
I'm sorry. I'm done.
Ow.
I'm sorry. I'm done. He's gonna let me make him watch Mean Girls.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? I think
Because
that's what it was.
so apparently I didn't know that if you're a millennial, you grew up with Mean Girls, and the new Mean Girls is an insult to that movie.
Yes.
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 Have you seen the new one?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I refuse to.
Yep.
Why? What is
Because it's
what's the
trash.
big deal?
Because I've
Because they're
seen
gonna-
previews. It's garbage.
Also, they're gonna
like if they-
fucking take all of the things out of it that were like the main key points of it, and they're gonna
You will get
dumb
pregnant.
it down, or they're
and
gonna die.
That's not going to be
or
in
they're
there.
gonna, and we wear pink on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
and
You can't
it's
say
gonna
that.
no. Yeah, it's
Sweatpants
gonna
are
be
all
a
that I
whole
can
thing.
Wear right now, guys.
Yeah,
Those rules
no.
aren't real. It was real when I wore that vest, because that vest was hideous. Yeah. Okay. It's not going to be.
Is it
the
mandatory for every
same.
millennial female to be able to quote that movie?
I made my youngest
Yeah.
daughter watch it. She loved it. It's so good. I have Mean Girl fucking Hey Dudes. They're bright pink. It says Burn Book. They've got plastic peas that say plastic that hang off of them. They've got big ass fucking kissy lips on the back of them.
Whoa. What's a burn book?
Burn Book?
A burn book.
Yeah.
It's a burn book. It's you talk shit about everybody.
You take their picture and you write whatever you want about them.
Yeah.
She's a pusher. You've said it out loud. Put it in the book.
Do you guys want me to leave so you guys can bond over
This
the movie? Or
is- Okay, anyway. And
Oh
then
my
on
God,
the inside
it's
of my
like-
shoe, it says, "That's so fetch."
We should try to bring that back.
Okay, so we're gonna have to. You guys have to now. I need a comparison. So you have homework too. I will watch Mean Girls,
And A Time to Kill.
but I will watch Mean Girls. But right after that, Mean Girls, we are going to watch the new Mean Girls.
Nope.
Yes, we have to. Because you need to be
No.
able to talk shit about
No.
the new one.
My youngest watched Mean Girls too, and I watched a portion of it. I think I made 5 minutes into it, and I was like, nope, can't do it.
Not Mean Girls 2, the remake.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. There's that.
I will
that is the
attempt.
remake.
Yeah,
I will
because
attempt.
this is nostalgic for you.
Okay, anyway, so A Time to Kill came out in 1996. It's got Sandra Bullock,
Mm.
All right.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Ooh.
Wow.
Matthew McConaughey,
Well, you have to have if you have a black person in a movie, don't you? You have to have Samuel L. Jackson or
probably, yes.
or
Denzel
who-
Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Well, there's
Mhm.
3 black people.
So
in
Morgan
Hollywood.
Freeman, Samuel
Morgan
L.
Freeman
Jackson, and Denzel.
and Denzel.
Yes.
And so if you need God, it's
Morgan
Morgan.
Freeman
Morgan Freeman. If you want a gangster
or a dirty
Samuel
cop.
L. Jackson.
or a dirty cop, Samuel L.
Samuel.
Jackson. And
No,
if
no,
you want,
no. Gangster or dirty cop is definitely Denzel.
yes, because he played
Training Day
Training Day.
and American Gangster.
But let's be honest, Denzel is much more known for like Man on Fire.
Oh God, phenomenal movie.
He's
If you've
more
never
of a-
seen it, 10/10 recommend.
Yeah, he's
Based on a true story.
And what's the other one where it's like Taken, but for the black person, he's a retired CIA person, and
we
the
just
girl
watched it.
we watched. There's 3 of them. I can't think of the name, but he's more of a
Equalizer?
hero.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Denzel is hero, tough guy, dead,
Light the World on Fire.
light the world on
Yeah.
fire. If you need somebody to say the N-word an obscene amount of times,
Samuel
Samuel
L.
L. Jackson, because he's a bad motherfucker.
Pulp Fiction.
Yep, he's a bad motherfucker. And then if
English,
you need
motherfucker,
God,
do you speak it?
if you need God and you need
Morgan
a very
Freeman.
intelligent
Or president.
if you need a
Or just
president
a
or
narrator
God,
in general.
a
Yes.
narrator. Everybody wants their life narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Yes. And then it's
Facts.
got Kevin Spacey.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Phenomenal
Before
movie.
he was banned from Hollywood.
Based on a true story. Okay. Long story short, Matthew McConaughey plays a very broke lawyer in a very, very old southern town. Okay. Kevin Spacey is the prosecutor for the state. Samuel L. Jackson killed somebody because they violently raped and tried to kill his daughter. So
Fair.
he kills the white guy that does it. And then the family calls in the KKK.
Oof.
Okay, so it's that type of movie.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you hate the N-word, I'm sorry. They use it a lot, given the
You-
times.
I'm
but-
sorry, you cannot tell a story of our history, unfortunately, without the N-word. You can't.
Phenomenal.
And I feel sorry for all the white people that have to play roles that have to say that word.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about Leonardo DiCaprio when he was trying...
Yeah, he took like a 10-year hiatus after that fucking movie.
Yeah. Have you heard him talk about how like he really hated the fact that he had to say the N-word in front of Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx and Samuel L. Jackson with, motherfucker, you're acting, start.
Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot that Samuel L. Jackson is in that movie. I forgot.
He was standing right next to him when he was doing it.
He plays he's the house slave.
Yeah, he's the house slave.
Yeah.
He's the master house slave.
Yeah, master house slave. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
he's
like the girl that plays in that movie though, because she plays in Scandal, and that movie or that TV show is
Okay.
she's
Okay,
phenomenal.
we're gonna switch gears to something because we're not a movie review podcast.
We're an everything
Mhm.
podcast. What are you talking about? Just not sports.
That's true.
Speaking
Then I got a
of,
whole
do
bunch.
you guys know who's going to the Super Bowl?
I have no idea. I don't care.
Seahawks in New England.
New
The
England again.
Patriots.
Yeah,
Fucking Jesus.
the underdogs.
The Patriots are the underdogs this time.
Yeah, because
Dear
they
I
lost
feel like
Tom
the
Brady.
Seahawks are the
Yeah.
underdogs.
Oh my God! Can somebody just at least Brady? Wait a minute, Brady's not.
I
the
didn't even
QB
know
that-
it was Super Bowl weekend until my boss, he got a phone call while I was in his office and they were talking about the Super Bowl and I was like, is it Super Bowl Sunday? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, who's going?
The minute they got rid of all like the Budweiser commercials and the frogs and all that, the
Oh my God. Sorry, super random. We had midget wrestling in town last weekend, by the way,
why didn't I know about this?
because I was at work.
You forgot. That's crazy. He would have needed all the baby oil in the world.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure Kanye West has some extra.
Not Kanye West.
Oh no, not Kanye West.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. Thank you. I'm getting my black rappers mixed up.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't talk about things that you're not 100% sure.
Same
You could have
thing.
said R. Kelly.
I could have said R. Kelly.
You could have said R. Kelly.
I believe I can fly.
At least he didn't
yeah.
say somebody like Snoop Dogg or something, because then I might have been
No,
offended.
everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is.
Yes. Good.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Do you guys watch
So-
The Burnt Peanut?
No. What is that?
Never even heard of it.
Oh my god.
What do you do on your time off there, Hannah?
You guys have never heard of The Burnt Peanut?
No.
He's a Twitch streamer. Looks like a
Oh,
peanut.
I that's why I don't watch.
He's all
anything
over
on Twitch.
TikTok.
Oh my god.
He's
No, I
like the
don't know who it
number
is.
one streamer of our generation right now.
No, Joe Rogan is.
Streamer, like Twitch streamer. He plays video games and streams.
I don't follow people that
Oh,
I don't
Never mind.
care.
he's
Who the
no, he's hilarious. Hilarious.
Does he have a red beard?
No, he's a peanut. Literally, go
this
to YouTube, type in burnt peanut.
I did.
No, the guy
And it
next to him
shows
is
this
the
guy.
guy next to him is Hutch. That's one of the guys that he streams with. The burnt peanut is the peanut. He's phenomenal. He's hilarious. He's amazing. Yes.
Why does he look like he's about to suck a dick?
He probably is.
Oh my god, I am so not.
His
watching.
content.
Why do you have so many tabs open?
His content. Yeah, your tabs are giving me anxiety. His content is hilarious.
I have this many tabs open. Hold on, because
No, don't pull it back up again.
Shush. I have
This is
this
where
many
she gets
tabs
messed
open
in the editing.
because I need ground news to go to all the news.
Oh, well, while we're here.
Then I have this one, the bizarre theory. Then I have these two open. I had to look up A Time to Kill
Phenomenal.
because you told me. And then I had to look up the burnt peanut so we can get rid of 2 tabs.
I'm about to send you
and-
so many burnt peanut TikToks because he's hilarious.
Oh my God. So, and then we have this Alex Preddy, who is quite possibly the dumbest fucking person.
This was
next
good
to
segue. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is possibly the dumbest fucking person next to Renee, who tried to run over an ICE agent with her car.
You can't say
Now-
that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Sorry, if you don't like
Rage baiting.
yeah, if you don't like the opinion, fucking go somewhere else. Anyways, and actually if you hate me, go ahead and comment because
Did you practice that in the mirror?
Yeah. So I have no problem. Okay, we can stop sharing now that we know what we're talking about.
You look like a rough draft.
So I have no problem if you want to carry at a protest. I am more than happy for you to do it. I've seen it here. I've seen people in Kingman protest and they're carrying. That's not the problem. The problem is when you're carrying, you might not want to walk up and start fucking with law enforcement while you're carrying.
Why not? It's a free world.
And then when they try to detain you or hold you down, you might want to comply. Because that is the dumbest shit in the world to be carrying with 2 magazines. And by the way, for all the news reporters that said clips,
Oh, God, don't get me started.
holy fucking shit.
Did we
First of
reverse
all-
rage bait real quick?
Oh my God. If you say, first of all, if you say clip, you instantly have no rights to talk about firearms.
Yes.
End of discussion. You know so little about firearms that you still call it a clip.
Do I
So,
need to leave you two alone? Like,
oh my, you're
Does
talking
he,
about
does he
two
do the
people-
thing when you're watching movies and they
Yes.
they're like
Yes,
shooting
the
or doing
entire
something
time.
and he's like, you should have reloaded. You'd be out of ammo. That's a 1911. You only
Yes.
have 8 shots.
yes.
You got
the
8
entire
shots.
time.
Oh my God,
Every time.
yes. Yeah,
Every
he's sitting there fucking, what does he have, a 50-round magazine in that fucking
I don't see a
Jesus?
drum. What is he doing?
Yeah,
We
what's he
were
doing?
watching a movie where the guy had a revolver and shot like 10 times or something. And Damien was like, I don't know what the fuck he thinks he's shooting with, because ain't no damn revolver that thing's got 5 bullets in it.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
6 if you're
The whole
lucky.
time.
6,
Yeah.
I think 38 specials have, like, they may have 8.
No. No.
I'm almost positive they do.
No. No.
Anyway,
8 rounds.
No.
Boom!
No. Is that
5
like
to
a new 38 special that just came out?
5 to 8 rounds is a 38. 38 special rounds they're like barely bigger than a 22. A 22 revolver.
Excuse me?
A 22 revolver has you're thinking of
I'm thinking
a
a 38.
45.
No, I'm thinking a
38
38
specials.
or a 357 because I grew up shooting those. They had 5 or
A
6.
357 is so much bigger than 38 special.
Yes, I know. But you can shoot a 38 out of a 357. Yes?
No.
Yes. No? What gun am I thinking of? Hold on.
you both are ridiculous, for the record.
Yes. You can shoot a 38 special out of a gun that is chambered in a 357.
Then it's the diameter, it's the length. Yeah.
Yes. That's why I'm saying that it only has so many because I grew up,
Right.
it was 357s and we would shoot 38 specials out of them.
Yeah,
You're only
but
getting 5 or 6.
yeah, but it says you can get up to 8 rounds in a revolver.
I don't know. I have a 22 that's a Ruger. It's an old revolver.
That holds a lot, doesn't it?
No, it only has 5.
Even in a 22?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some 22s.
It's the old two bolt, 2 screw.
Oh.
It's old.
Okay.
Old as fuck.
Anyway, back
yes.
to the original so Sonia can join us because she's lost. Now you know how I felt with Mean
Don't
Girls.
care.
Mean Girls. That's how I felt.
You won't be lost for very long.
Oh, God damn
Yeah,
it.
after this weekend, you're going to be referencing it just as much as we are.
Oh, I will not be reference.
My cousin sends me, she finds, because she works at Hobby Lobby now, she sends me all these Mean Girl reference home decor stuff. There's one that goes in your bathroom and it's a mirror and it says, I think you're really pretty. And I'm like, I fucking need it. It needs to be in my bathroom.
So, okay, so what's your opinion? Have you guys all seen the video of Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've all seen the video of what happened. Do you think he was at fault or do you think the cops were at fault? First of all, it wasn't ICE agents. I want everybody to be clear of that. It was not ICE that shot him.
I think it was a little bit of both, honestly. Like I feel like it was escalated.
So the video showing the one cop grabbing the gun from him and walking away. The other cops didn't see that. So, some of the video shows that he wasn't armed.
One of the videos, no, he definitely was. One of the videos
the cop took it from him and walked away.
See, but
a lot of the videos I've seen, they're claiming that it's a cell phone. And he's holding it like, but he's like at his chest or some shit. I don't know.
Well, then don't be dumb. But one of the videos that I saw, it was like a zoomed in version or whatever. And it shows him on the ground and he's got his firearm on his side. And you can kind of see his hand like go to sort of reach for it. And my thing is, if you already have him on the ground, why weren't his hands restrained, right?
Because somebody flailing isn't the easiest thing to like
handcuff.
Okay,
handcuff. So this is the shot. Keep talking, but this is the shot that I was.
That's fine, and I understand all of that. But if you have like 6 people on him, right? You could have had somebody at his arms. You could have had a couple of people at his arms.
If all 6 people were coordinated, yeah, maybe. So this is the shot that I was talking about. It shows this guy. So this is Alex over here on the left side getting held down. And then this guy right here is walking away with his gun, apparently. So, and then after this is when the first shot happens. Now, we don't know who did the first shot. But I do know that if a cop did the first shot, then that cop should be in trouble. All the cops after that everybody's saying that they all shot, once you hear a shot, if you're holding somebody down and somebody said he's armed, if you hear a shot, what are all the other cops doing?
Pulling a gun.
They're unloading. They're going to shoot until the threat is done.
So here's the other thing too, is in the video that I saw, you only hear 3 shots, I think.
Oh God, no, there was more than that. There was like 7 or 8. There was a lot of shots. There was a bang, and then all you heard was a bang, 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 bang. And that is consistent with a gunshot. And then after cops or law enforcement hear a gunshot, all the other cops shoot. They don't think they're trained to neutralize the threat the minute a gun goes off. They
Right.
don't know that another cop may have pulled the trigger first.
So why does everybody seem to think that ICE is the one that shot him?
Because ICE is the bad guys right now.
Well, because none of those guys have ICE on them.
Because they weren't. They were Homeland Security or something like that. They were something
Okay.
different.
I just think it's weird that like this is the world that we live in, right?
Yeah.
Where everything seems to be up for argument or interpretation, or like, don't get me wrong, like I'm really glad that technology has come as far as it has. I just feel like we as a whole have not grown with it, if that makes sense.
True. And I'm shocked that so many people are giving their opinion online about this when they watch the video. The video is nice to have, but you are sitting in a room like this with air conditioning, with a cup of coffee, watching a video of an aftermath, being
Right.
able to slow it down to quarter speed, zoom in.
Right.
When you're a cop, when you're law enforcement, you don't have the luxury of going, hey, before everybody goes nuts, let me future self this, watch the video so I know exactly what happens. You have to make a decision in under a second. And when all
Right.
you do is hear a gunshot, if I'm in a situation like that, I hear a gunshot, I'm pulling my gun and aiming. Like, I'm not even thinking twice. It's a
Right.
reaction thing. You just do it real quick. It's sad that he's dead, but there's a point to where you put yourself in a situation that is going to. We all know that the protests are not protests or riots. They're very violent.
Right.
So you went to a riot armed and then started antagonizing, trying to get a reaction from law enforcement. That's what
Yeah.
you were trying to do. Like, there's no getting around it. You were trying. Now, the question is going to be, were they justified to use lethal force? Because they're going to say that, well, just spitting on somebody is not justifiable legal
That's an
force.
assault.
No, it's not lethal force, but
But
the
it's assault.
minute it's assault. So now they are authorized to put hands on you. The minute they put hands on you, you should have been compliant. The minute you start fighting, now they have to escalate the force. And if they see a gun, now not only are you
Okay,
resisting.
this is what I don't understand. Okay. Everybody thinks that force is only what you do physically. That force is not shown by your words or your actions. Okay. Force is all encompassing. So if you're cussing at me, spitting on me, okay, which I don't know if every state is like Texas. Texas, if you touch somebody and it's unwanted, that's assault. Now you may not go to trial and I may not get to fucking sue you for damages or whatever because all you did was touch me, but that's assault. Okay.
Yeah.
Spitting on people, that's assault. So yes, it's only spitting on somebody. Okay. But that's still assault. That's still a type of force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're pulled over and you spit on a cop, he's going to pull you out of that car and arrest you.
Because now that's assault of a peace officer.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or fucking not. Well, all I did was spit on you. Yeah, that's fucking great. How do I know you ain't got AIDS or HIV or fucking Hep C? How do you know I ain't got a cut on my fucking face? Like, all things come into question, okay? But if you're yelling at somebody saying, I'm gonna fucking kill you, fuck you, motherfucker, blah, 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 bro, that's verbal assault. And it's a threatening. It may only be words, but guess what? You can go to fucking jail for words.
Yeah, not to mention, we can't hear what he's yelling at the officers.
Right. I mean, we can only imagine, right?
So if it, from a cop's point of view, if somebody is armed and he is yelling at you in anger, and you can obviously see he or she is angry, and they say, I'm going to fucking kill you, that instantly changes the law enforcement's response.
Yes, that changes the use of force that they are going to use in order to gain compliance of whatever it was, right? Like the video shows him like kicking their car and like the fucking taillight fucking falls out.
Those are two separate times. One was 11 days prior to the other one.
Okay, anyway, okay, but so regardless though, right, you're showing a body language that is threatening in nature.
Yes.
You're not out here saying, oh, I love you guys. You guys are the greatest thing ever, right? You're out here being aggressive. Your body language and your words are telling me you're not. If I tell you to like fuck off and go kick rocks, you're not going to listen.
Right.
Right. If I'm here to keep the peace to make sure that like nobody actually gets hurt, and that's the type of presence you're bringing, you're a problem.
Yeah.
You're a threat.
They
regardless if you may or may not be, you're a fucking threat at that point.
Yeah. Especially when you come up and bow up on somebody.
Yes.
When
like you need to use less uses of force and like, oh, they're just spitting on you. Bro, cops have it to where like cops going and just setting their hand on top of their gun, that is technically a show of force. It's a threatening action. We get taught you can't stand and put your hand on top of your gun if you're just talking to somebody because it's a threatening action.
Yeah.
Right? Because, if I pull out my handcuffs, that's a show of force. Because what am I going to do with my handcuffs?
Yeah.
So this whole thing of like, oh, well, they could have done this or they could have done that. And all he's doing is spitting on you. No, he's spitting on me. He's being aggressive in body language nature. And then he's also threatening me verbally. That's all a fucking show of force. And guess what? As law enforcement, we're not just going to be like, oh, hey, sir, you can't do that. You back it up. No, bro. Yeah. You want to come at me like that, especially as a law enforcement agency, we're going to meet that force. We're going to meet that.
Around and he found out.
Yeah. You said something that I actually just read from one of the comments the other day is why do cops, they asked, I think it was Deputy Slope, but I'm not positive. Why when cops stand at your window, you know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. They stand like this.
Yeah, they're holding on their best.
They hold, and that's how they rest. It's because if anybody has carried, for some odd reason, when you put your hand to your side, it just naturally falls on the top of your gun. And you may not be threatening, but if somebody's looking at me and my hand is just resting on the top of my gun,
it's going to make anybody a little antsy.
You're going to, especially if you're a cop and you pull me over and I could be the nicest guy in the world, but if I'm sitting there talking to you and I got my hand on my gun, you're going to be sitting there going, you need to put your hands up.
Yeah, like why are you holding onto your gun? What are you doing?
But no, you're just resting it because I don't have a fucking vest. But that's why cops sit there and they just, because I've seen them, they tuck their hands.
It's natural. It's like when they get a call to something, right? Okay.
Yeah.
They might, because they got to have a 2 retention system on their holsters for their pistols, right? If I get a call of a domestic violence, the first thing I might do when I roll up on the scene is release my first retention. Because then I know I have only one more retention to get to my gun if I need it.
Yeah.
That's a show of force.
Those of us that don't know that.
But if you did that, if you released it.
So that
was a serious question.
The 2 retention, a level 3 holster, which most law enforcement is required to use. So you put your gun in the holster, right? And there's a lever closest to your body that you hit with your thumb. If you don't hit that lever down, you can't pull your gun out of the holster. So that's one retention system to where nobody can just pull your gun out. Then on top of it, you have a hood and you have to flip the hood up so that it covers the back of your pistol. So there's 2 retention systems keeping your pistol in your holster.
Gotcha.
Okay. Like
this is a regular holster that has no retention. Pressure for retention.
Yeah.
So What she's talking about, there's going to be a little button on the inside. This is where it goes in. There's going to be a little button. So when you pull your gun out, you're
You hit that
hitting,
and
Yeah,
you
your
hit that,
thumb hits it.
undo the loop.
but then it has
Yeah.
like the older ones had a leather strap. The newer ones have a plastic thing that fold over.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different ones, but so you have that button and then you have another thing that rests over it.
Yeah.
And this keeps people from, as you're sitting there, as you're holding it, so somebody doesn't walk up behind you and grab your gun out.
Yeah. So if you get a call to a violent response, right? The first thing you might do when you get out of your
you're gonna
car is flip that strap down. Because now you know
But-
there's one less retention system to get your
Yeah.
gun out if you need it. Like
And
even where I work, if I get a call and they're like, "Hey, we need security ASAP," the first thing I'm doing is flipping my hood.
Yep. And it's much easier when you're drawing your gun, your thumb naturally
We'll hit that last retention lever.
and just pull it out.
Gotcha.
But if you don't have the other one, you have to flip it back, then grab.
Yeah.
And that takes, it may take only a second, which is all these people sitting there going, "Oh, we had all this time." When you slow
Yeah,
down the
but it's
video,
a second. Right.
yeah, the cops have
Sometimes it's all
lived and
eight.
died by 1
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, it's like when you watch situations happen, right? If you look at like street cops and you have a cop that's talking to somebody and the person is getting violent, if they have backup that arrives, the first thing you see that backup do when they see that subject is getting a little violent or carried away, they instantly put their hands on their taser and they'll flip the hood and they're ready to go. They're just waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a show of force.
Yeah.
But nobody's paying attention to the partner cop that's over here standing off to the side with their hands on their
Yeah.
taser, waiting for
But-
you to pop off.
But if you don't flip that on top of your holster and you're talking to somebody and you reach down and flip it, now as a civilian, I'm sitting there watching you flip that.
Yeah.
Why are you now that's a show of force that you're getting your gun ready.
Yeah.
So that's why they do it before we can see them do that.
Yeah. So I mean, there's just a lot of things. Like, you can't put too much scrutiny because there's already so much scrutiny on cops, right? Like, just naturally, like, resting your hands down and they fucking naturally land on your taser and your gun. That's a show of force.
Yeah.
That's a show of force.
But that's where they naturally just rest.
Yeah. So cops are trained in this whole, like, everything from me is a show of force. So I'm not going to show force until you prove to me that I need to show force.
Which I can kind of understand just because cops are an authority figure, right? And so I can kind of see that. But at the same time, like, I think it's ridiculous that people watch these videos and they're like, "Oh, well, he could have done blah, 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 blah." Let me take you to a shooting range. I'll pull a gun that has blanks in it and let's see how fast you draw.
Oh, they've done it. It's like the study with knives, right? They've done so many, like, in-person scenarios
Yeah.
where a cop is standing, like 7 meters or so away from a person and they're having a normal conversation and the cop is standing with his hands in the front of him, right? The interview stance, as they call it. And he's standing there like this and this person goes behind their back, grabs a knife, and they get stabbed before the cop can ever get the fucking gun out of the holster.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially if you didn't
it
pull the
happens.
first retention.
Yeah, like it happens like this.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, it would take him at least like 30 seconds to get to you." No, it doesn't. No,
No.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's why they're sitting there screaming on the video going, "Why did they escalate so quickly?" Because if you wait for the other person to escalate, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have time. You can't wait for somebody to pull a gun and pull the trigger and then go, "Okay, now I'm authorized to fire."
Yeah,
Because-
cops are already automatically at a disadvantage because I, as the law enforcement person or whatever the case may be, right, as security, whatever it is, I don't know what you're going to do. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know when you're
always
going
in-
to pull. I don't know when
Yeah.
you're going to pull your gun.
You're
If I
always
even
in
know that you have a
reaction
gun.
mode.
All I can do is react to what you present to me, right? Like that's
Right. And hope that it's the right call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
like when people get shot sometimes, like when cops are telling them to keep their hands out of their pockets or keep their hands out of their pants or whatever it is, right? And they are trying to be funny and they jerk their hands out and they get shot for it. And they're like, "Well, he didn't have a gun. What were you doing?" Bro, you made it look like you had a gun. So I shot
Yeah.
you
Right.
for it because I'm reacting to how you're presenting.
Yeah.
Shit
By the
happens.
time, by the time I realized it was a cell phone or a gun, and another thing that people they're like, well, in the video, you could obviously see it's a cell phone. It's not that obvious. When you're in that situation, first of all, your adrenaline is pumping
Yeah, like
so
Yeah.
high.
we're here. If I just pull, how long will it take you to realize that this is a cell phone and not
Well,
a gun?
you already pulled the trigger and I'm done.
Yeah. It's fucking that fast. It's too fast.
I just think it's ridiculous that people genuinely think that, like, there's so many things that. Perfect example. Okay, the night that our house got broken into, right? Damien didn't know if he was armed. Damien had no idea. There was no way to tell if he had a gun hiding behind his back, if he whatever. So Damien held him at gunpoint until the cops got there, and that's great, fine and dandy, and it thankfully nothing happened. But Damien made it a point to be like, hey babe, go in the back room, like stay there, shut the door, keep the dog with you. Because had that guy pulled a gun,
I don't know where those bullets are going. That was probably the closest to shooting a regular person I've ever come in my life, because he kept walking forward. And if you guys know me, I'm 5'5", 5'6", 190 pounds. I'm not a big guy in any way. And this dude was like 6'3", 240. This was a big
he was
boy.
a big dude.
He was a big boy, and he kept walking towards me, and I kept telling him to stop.
He's been corn-fed.
Yeah, he was a big cornbread. Yeah, he was a big boy. And as he kept on walking towards me, I had had the gun down, and then I pulled it up, and he wasn't taking the hint, and he kept coming towards me, and his voice was raised. And I was like, seriously, you need to stop.
You wait for as long as you can.
Yes.
But
and
you also have to, you can't wait too long.
Yeah. If he would have lunged forward, he was pretty close to me before he got the hint to get down. And he finally got down, but if he would have taken one more step,
yeah,
I would have pulled the trigger. And I don't think he realized how close he was to me pulling the trigger. Like,
yeah.
And your adrenaline, and you don't see anything to the left or right of you.
Yeah,
You get
adrenaline's going. It's fucking pumping, baby.
Yeah, you get very, very
Tunnel vision.
Bad
tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And then most people don't know, once everything's done,
the dump.
Oh, that is the worst feeling in the world. Like, because you're literally going 100 miles an hour. You're
right. You feel like you could run, like, the amount of adrenaline you get, you could run a fucking marathon. You could run a marathon. It's phenomenal. But then when you have nothing to do with it, oh, it's shitty. Oh, it's shitty. And cops go through this. Cops will go through adrenaline dumps, right? If they work a 12-hour shift, they could go through an adrenaline dump every hour.
Yeah.
Every hour. That's 12 adrenaline dumps. I mean, that's like extreme cases, right? But they've done studies about cops and their traumatic events that they experience. And like a cop in 1 year of service will experience more traumatic events than somebody will in their entire lifespan.
Yep.
And they experience that in 1 year.
Yep.
So, and it's not as simple as like, oh, we just get them mental health services and we help them work through it. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. Because if you take every cop after they have a severe traumatic event and you take them off duty for however many days so that they can go and talk to a therapist and work through this traumatic event, after a week, you're not going to have any fucking cops to work your city anymore. Because now they're all off work because now they all got to go see a fucking therapist. Not saying that that's not like, yes, you should allow them to see therapists and they should be able to get help so that they can work through that stuff. But there's not enough bodies in the fucking world to keep up with how many cops would not be at work because they just watched a guy fucking blow his brains out yesterday. And then 2 hours later after that, he responded to a dead baby in a car.
Right.
Oh, hey, and then right before shift got off, he responded to a husband and wife, what he thought was a domestic violence, and it turns out that the husband fucking killed his wife.
Yep.
That's 3 very
And
traumatic events that he just responded to in one fucking day.
And
Now,
I don't
granted,
think
that's
people
extreme
take that into
cases, but
consideration. Like, I don't think people realize, like, the actual, like, severity that these, like, our men and women in blue genuinely go through.
yeah.
It's not just, oh, there's a cat stuck in a tree, or, you know, hey, my kid ran away. And I'm not saying that the kid's running away isn't traumatic or whatever, but there's so many other things that come into it. Like you said, they go to a domestic violence, and she, you know, how hard is it for those cops to go to a domestic violence, and she answers the door and she's cut up and she's bruised and she's bloody, and it's clear that she got the shit kicked out of her, but they have to walk away because
She doesn't want to press charges.
she doesn't want to press charges. That's a trauma right there. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
would
trauma.
bother me. I'd be going
So
back after shift.
so
That's the reason I'm not a
but
cop.
there's
You could not be a cop.
like
No.
no, Damien could not be a cop.
He'd be like, let
Um,
me write down this address.
Yeah. we're
Right,
gonna
right.
put
I
this
put
in
this
the-
in
So
my
they
book.
go to that door knowing that it's a domestic violence, right? And their adrenaline is going. And then they have to take that adrenaline. And if he answers the door, they still have to present themselves as professionals, right? They still have to present themselves as these cool, calm, collected people, even though they know that there's a piece of shit living in that house because, well, it's the 3rd time this week that they've been called to that house, that location. So all of that is adrenaline. And I don't care who you are. You respond to something violent at all, there's going to be, even if it's not top tier
Trauma.
adrenaline
Oh, okay.
rush, there's still some sort of adrenaline going on because your brain kicks into this flight or fight mode, and it's an immediate adrenaline.
Yeah.
So I don't think people take into consideration all of the bullshit that they see in a 24-hour shift, a 12-hour shift, a 48-hour shift, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And we don't.
And what blows my mind, though,
have
too,
enough.
is like, right, so like, let's say we had thousands of viewers. Thousands of people are going to come in and say, oh, well, they signed up to do that. Well, they signed up to do that. That's their job. Okay, well, guess what? If they signed up to do that and that's their job, stop critiquing them on their job.
Yeah, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
it's a whole bunch of
If
people
Mind
you
that
want to
business.
critique their job, go in front
do
and
it.
do the job. Oh,
Yep.
wait, that's
Yeah.
right. You
Yep.
can't, because you can't fucking hit a standstill target from 20 meters away.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, you
What-
can't, because you can't pass the fucking driving test. Oh, wait, shit, you can't, because you don't know how to fucking take a paper test. Oh, wait,
So-
shit, you can't, because you couldn't handle getting fucking yelled at and having to do push-ups.
Yeah, so
Like,
after that home invasion incident, I uploaded a TikTok, and the biggest thing, that one went almost viral. It got like
Yeah,
150,000
pretty
views. Almost all the comments were guys saying, "Oh, I would have filled them full of lead." You have no idea how hard it is to kill somebody. And this is with these ICE agents and all these lefties sitting there going, well, they just want to kill people. Trust me.
No.
They do not. You do not want to. None of them want to go home at the end of the day knowing they killed somebody. I don't care
Yeah.
how big of an asshole you are. Like you were being, that cop, that law enforcement, that ICE agent does not want to pull his gun.
And if you look at like the statistics, right, of like how many cops in service like pull their duty weapon or are involved in a shooting, it's not extremely high.
No.
It's not.
No,
It's not astronomical.
there are cops that have never had to pull their.
Yeah. There's cops. I know cops like back from when I was in the military, and I was stationed in California. DOJ in Sacramento used to come to our base because their trainees would shoot their course of fire at our base. So because of that, we got to shoot the course of fire with them. And I met this DOJ agent that he had done 20 years of CHP, and he'd been with DOJ like 10 as an instructor. Okay, so he's got like 30 years, if not more, of law enforcement experience. And he could count on one hand how many times he's had to pull his firearm, his duty, like service pistol. He could count on one hand. But then he knew guys that were working for CHP that it seemed like every month they were getting involved in a shooting, right? So it's kind
Yeah.
of the luck of the draw, but like, yeah, you can meet plenty of law enforcement officers that I spent 30 years working for whatever county, sheriff's, police department, whatever, and they never pulled their duty on their service pistol.
And
So
just because you
it's
pull it doesn't necessarily mean that you're firing it either.
yeah, like it's
So that's the other thing.
it's extremely rare, even though it doesn't feel like it is right now, and because of the media blowing everything up, but like
And out of proportion.
yeah, and way out of proportion, but
Yeah.
it's not that's not cops' end goal. Like, cops go through severe psychological exams and polygraphs to see, like, how you're gonna respond to stuff, and if you're just a
Yeah.
gung-ho motherfucker that wants to pull a trigger and kill people, you're not
They'll
getting
kick you.
hired.
Yeah.
You're not getting
Yeah.
hired.
Yeah. They see that. Matter of fact, your brother, he tells the one story that he had to pull his gun. And how long's he been a cop for?
Oh God.
10 years?
Probably. Maybe
Yeah,
like
10 years. I have pulled my gun in anger more times than her brother has, and he's a cop. He's done it one time, and he tells the one story. He was like, I had to pull my gun one time. Somebody was coming at him with a knife.
You pull your gun in anger?
right.
Not, you
He
know what I
said
meant?
that, and I was like,
I didn't mean in anger, but in like where I needed to pull my gun.
Okay.
yeah, but you were
Anger.
also military, so I feel like that
So was he.
doesn't
But
count.
the way the lefties say it is that cops are pulling their gun like fucking 5-6 times a day.
Oh, you jaywalked. Let me pull my gun.
Yeah, and it's not happening. Your
Oh, it's a
brother's been
black car.
cop,
Let me pull my gun.
and maybe there's another story that he hasn't told yet. But the one that I know he's told me that he said the very first time, and so far the only time that I've had to pull my gun was somebody came at me with a knife, and the way he talks about it is, it was just pulling your gun, knowing that you might have to kill somebody is a traumatic
Event.
incident.
Yeah.
It bothered it. I mean, I didn't want to kill that kid. It bothered me to pull my gun on him. I didn't want to,
Yeah.
but I mean, thank God I've been trained for that. So but a regular civilian, like a civilian that's not had any training, that I'm thinking that kid would have been dead because okay, Nanook, that kid would have been
He is
dead.
not the boss. He does not run the time.
Yeah. He just told you to fuck off. Yes, he does.
Get him a toy.
He's got plenty.
Okay. Yeah, I have zero desire to pull a gun on somebody. I will if I absolutely have to, but like I've had loaded guns pointed. I've already told a story on this podcast
Yeah.
alone of someone pointing a fucking loaded gun at me with one in the fucking chamber. Luckily, the fucking bitch was on safe. I know what that shit feels like. It's fucking scary.
Yeah. It bothers you.
I mean, the guy who pointed his gun at my chest, that dude probably would have gotten out of the military and never flown again if he had just accidentally fucking shot me. Like, he'd have been done.
Yeah.
It'd have been such a traumatic event. Like, he would have been like, nope.
Not to mention
send me to therapy for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Not to mention all the people that you work with that you've known for, a couple years, a year.
Yeah.
And all the you guys think that us military, us law enforcement, we just have this cold, like, we don't care, we can kill people without even thinking about it. It's
At
not
the end
that
of the day, they're
easy.
still people, and I think that's what people forget, is that cops are still people, military are still people. Guys, I'm trying here. I'm trying. I know. He got the zoomies. Now he's having them puffin. It's a
Where's
whole
his
thing. We'll
toy
fight
with
his
it? He can
demons
like
hard
dig
tonight.
dig the treats out of.
That's a whole
God.
thing. We have to set it up, and it's a whole thing.
Oh, you don't
So-
say. I had no idea that you had to like lift them and put the treat in them and then close it.
Well, no, we got to go get it, put it together. It would take some time, but
Can you
That's
stop trying to
actually-
be center of attention? Thanks.
okay. Well, he won. There's actually not much else on our plate anyways.
We're in a heated conversation, sir.
I know.
But yeah, so
I mean,
actually,
like,
I've
cops are still
had
people.
conversations like this with my family, and I'm the only law enforcement driven person in my entire family, right? Like, yeah, sure, my brother's in the army and stuff, but he flies drones and shit. Like, he does that stuff.
He's a nerd.
Yeah, he's a nerd. And so, like, I remember way back when I first joined, like, first couple of years in, and my family was, like, going off about shootings and stuff and cops killing people and everything. And, well, they could have done this, and why don't they do that? And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, none of you motherfuckers are cops. Like, y'all don't know what training we go through. You don't know how many days off we have to give up every single year for fucking training. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, you get a desk job. How often do you fucking come in to do training?
Yeah.
Never.
Oh my God, that's
Depending
the
on the
biggest.
job, never.
That is the biggest thing on all my TikToks. All the lefties are sitting there going, the ICE agents and Homeland Security and all that, they're not trained. They honestly think that they get hired off the street and get put in a uniform.
Yeah, like the police academy in most states is like 20 weeks. 20 weeks. What other fucking job? I think Damien and I have had this
You're
conversation.
6 months pregnant at that point.
What other job do you go through 20 weeks of training before you're on probation? And that's just the academy. That's just the academy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not.
So then
There's
you go.
still
So you go
OJT.
through. So you go through 20 weeks of the academy. Okay. And then you become a foot cop. When you start as a foot cop, you have to go through FTO training, which is field training. Okay. So you have a field training officer assigned to you. And there's 3 phases to this. Now, every department does their time as far as how long they're in field training for differently, okay? But you can guarantee at least 1 month in each phase. So the first phase, you are watching your FTO do everything. You're watching him drive, you're watching him pull people over, you're watching him run codes, you're watching him do paperwork, and you're asking him questions and you're taking fucking notes. You do that for at least a month at minimum, okay? Phase 2, now you actually get to like start doing stuff. Now I get to drive, I get to pull people over, and he shadows me. And as soon as I get done doing a traffic stop, he's gonna go, "What'd you miss? Well, you fucked this up, you fucked that up, you fucked that up. You might as well rip that fucking ticket up and throw it the fuck away because it's going to get thrown out anyways." Okay? Then your final phase is your FTO is just watching and taking notes. Basically like they're evaluating you. Hey, we need to do a traffic stop. So the next person you see that's making an illegal traffic violation, go ahead and pull them over. And they're just going to watch you and basically grade you. And you do that for a month. And if you pass all of that, now you're a rookie cop who can run the streets by yourself. And you still have training to do every single year. You have to shoot your firearms so many times a month. You have to attend so much active shooter training. You have to attend so much anti-terrorism training. You have to do fucking negotiating training. Like, you have all this fucking training you have to do. Right? You want to be able to work a like a vehicle accident. Guess what you have to do in order to do that? Go to fucking more training. You want to be able to work narcotics? Go to more training. Homicides? More training. Everything is fucking training. Like, they probably do at minimum in a year 100+ hours of training. Like, at least 100 hours of training in a year.
And all the federal agencies, they do this too.
Yeah.
If you think that the ICE agents and the DHS and all that they don't do that, they do. Trust me, they're part of the government, and I can tell you right now, along with Hannah, how much training you have to do. It is not just online. Both of us can attest to the amount of online fucking bullshit you have to do. The use of force, the
anti-terrorism, cybersecurity,
cybersecurity. And that's just the online
anti-human trafficking.
And that's just the online part of it.
And that's just how, so when I was working law enforcement, okay, and even when I was at my first duty station, okay, every duty station that I've been to, but I can remember being in California the most. Our work schedule, we worked 4 days on shift, our 5th day, which was a full day of training, and then we had 3 days off. No, I'm lying. Sorry. 4 days on shift, 1 day of training, 2 days off. That was our schedule. My entire time that I was in California until I became CADM. Then our training we did on our own time. And we worked our schedule into it, okay? But 4 days of work, a full day of training. That's not just online training. That's like, hey, we're going to go to the shoot house and we're going to do shoot, move, communicate. We're going to do a active shooter training. We're going to do a high traffic stop. We're going to do a gate runner. We're doing all this fucking training all in a fucking day. Hey, we're going to go to the glass house and we're going to do CQB training. Like all this shit. And we did that every single work week. A full day of training. So there's 52 weeks in a fucking year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's 52 days of training. Which doesn't seem like a lot out of 364.
5.
5. Is that including leap year?
66 if it's a leap year.
Oh, okay. So 52 days doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a fucking lot of training when you compare it to other jobs. So all they do is fucking train.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand people that are like, well, they need more training. On what?
On fucking what, bro?
Maybe we should just, instead of giving them more training, maybe we should just make it mandatory to put fucking how to get pulled over in school, because clearly these kids, like, we just had 2 teenage girls, not teenage girls, but 19 and 20 just threw their whole life away because they beat up a 16-year-old girl.
Oh, I heard
we
about
didn't
this.
know she was underage. It doesn't fucking matter. You're a grown adult. Why are you putting your hands on other people?
You know what? That's actually a great idea. Why can't we train the civilians
To not be retarded?
fucking retarded.
Like,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
think
sorry
we
if
should.
that word offends you, but
I think that's what we should do. We should start doing training of this is how you react when you get pulled over for a traffic violation.
just hire Chris Tucker. He already does that video.
No, it wasn't Chris Tucker. Oh, well, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was Chris Tucker.
Yeah, it was Chris Tucker that did that. The short. That is fucking hilarious.
How to get pulled over by a cop. How to not get pulled over by a cop. Like,
Yep.
and he goes through all of it. Like,
If your woman is mad at you, if your woman's mad at you, tell her to shut the fuck up. He's got weed. He's got weed.
Yeah, like, it just, I feel like I work with somebody that is terrified of the cops. Like,
Really?
she just genuinely is, like, afraid of the cops.
Is it the person that relieves you?
Yeah. And
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. If a cop pulls you over, you're doing something wrong, fess up, move on. Because I guarantee you they're going to be a hell of a lot more understanding if you're like, listen, got no excuse, I was speeding. It is what it is. But if you sit there and go, I'm not rolling my window down, here's my driver's license, blah, 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 they're going to get impatient. And I'm sorry, but these videos on TikTok of these cops going, ma'am, roll your window down. Ma'am, roll your window down.
They are so patient.
They're so patient. And I'm like, bro, I would have already donkey punched that girl in the fucking head. And
I would have already busted your window with a baton and been ripping you out the fucking door.
There's a couple videos that I've seen that she's like, I'm not, like, the cop walks up and says license, registration. She was like, well, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. And he whips out the thing and breaks a window. Like, within a second of her saying that, it is hilarious.
And technically, by law, he can.
Yep.
You might not like it, but he can.
You're in a vehicle. Is your foot hitting the pedal? Or are you steering the wheel? You are driving.
Yeah. I love it when my car just travels on its own.
Right? Me too.
Yeah. It goes and gets gas on its own. It's pretty great. You guys should try it.
That's another conspiracy theory, that the sovereign citizen thing is, like, you don't have to obey the laws because you're not contracted with the state or it is so dumb I can't even repeat it because I don't know how. I've listened to all of them talk and they all have that piece of paper. They show the cop and the
God.
cop's like, yeah, I don't care.
I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me.
I would like to know how it became so like,
Widespread.
but yeah,
I don't know.
like these
Like
people
you're not a
genuinely think
diplomat
that
from
they're
another
okay.
nation.
Right.
Like,
You're a
because that's a
fucking
thing.
U.S.
Like,
citizen.
like that's a thing. Like diplomats from other nations will come here, right? And they'll have like an area that's like, oh, hey, this technically when they're here, this isn't technically the United States. This is Russia when they're here because they're
Yeah.
they're diplomat, whatever. Bro, like what? Like, if you're a U.S. citizen, like, what are you talking
Right.
about? Like, I'm a sovereign. Bro, fucking. I think you need to go spend a couple of days in a fucking padded room, my guy. Like,
Yeah.
For real.
Have you
mm,
seen have you seen the videos when they actually go to the judge and they try to pull that sovereign citizen shit at the judge?
no.
Oh, look up sovereign citizens in court.
Okay.
Because
I'll do
when
that
they
after
get to
this.
the courtroom, some of the judges are really patient, but
Yeah.
look up the ones specifically that the judges have like they've seen enough sovereign citizens. The minute they start talking,
They just
they
like
just like
smack their gavel and they're like, to jail you go.
they were like
Yeah, pretty
that.
much.
That is
Next.
not a thing. That is not a
My
thing.
favorite one was the cop that he pulled over a I guess it was a gay couple, and the driver was like, and it for sure definitely might have been satire, but he's like, license and registration. He's like, well, I don't have that, and he's like, okay, why? Like right there, you're already breaking the law. And he's like, well, I'm a cat. I don't have any of that.
Oh
And
yes.
he's like, okay, well then your ticket's gonna go to your owner, your master, whatever you want to call him. Do you have a license and registration? And he's like, I do. And he's like, okay, I need to see that. And by the way, I need you to get out of the car and you're going to jail because you don't let cats drive.
Yep. He doesn't have his shots. He doesn't have.
Yeah, he's like, I can give you a ticket for an unvaccinated, unregistered, unneutered cat, or you could just give me your fucking driver's license and registration.
Yep. It's hilarious.
How do cats drive without thumbs?
They don't.
The
Unless
blind leading the blind.
what is that called? Unless they're
Dew claws?
no, the
Opposable thumbs.
I can't get the word pterodactyl out of my head.
Ambidextrous?
No, cats. They have that extra claw.
Dew claw.
No. They have the 4 and then there's one here and then they have their dew claw.
Fuck if I know, but it's not a thumb.
It's a thumb.
You know raccoons have thumbs?
Yes, they do. And
Yeah.
they're adorable.
So a raccoon could drive a car.
Yes.
I'd let a raccoon drive a car. I want a
As long
trash
as I can see
panda.
over the steering wheel.
Yeah, I want a trash panda so bad. He can sit on my lap. I'll
You
get
guys are
some phone books. They don't make those anymore, but I'll find some phone books. Do they make phone books anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I remember back in the
Polydactyl.
day, you used to pull like
Called
you
polydactyl.
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 Okay, you were close. I remember back in the day having to look people's phone numbers up in the phone book.
Hold on. Fucking Alexa thought we were asking. Alexa, stop.
She started
Alexa,
playing in the master
tell me a
bedroom
dad
too.
joke.
That's why we have headphones on.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can't get with that shit. Like, it like hurts my soul. You know. Like.
Have you had dinner yet?
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't eat all day today because I was we went to DPS twice and then we had stuff going on at work. So I haven't eaten. I didn't eat all day until I got home. I ate a massive fucking leftover burrito. So
yeah, we skipped eating today because we're gonna eat after this. We're gonna go out.
Ooh. Oh, you guys are going out?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a date night.
Gonna go to Chili's?
Yep.
Because it's the most
Chili.
known, biggest restaurant in town.
No, we actually want to try. Other than the fact, since we're going to be getting off this at 6:30 and it's like a 40-minute
Yeah.
drive there, but there's a place in Bullhead called Voodoo, Is it
Voodoo
Voodoo?
Cove.
Voodoo Cove. We saw a review for it. This place looks fucking awesome. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
so want to go here. But I don't want to drive all the way there and find out that there's a line out the door at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's one of those places like you get there real early.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to Chili's once we're done with this.
What are you guys gonna get?
There's a platter that Chili's has that I got last time. I literally, because you can mix and match the platter, but the picture was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I just looked at her and I said, make it look like this picture. Okay, got it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't had Chili's in forever, and every now and again, Amber and I will talk about going out, and I'm like, I could really go for Chili's right now. Like,
Fucking love
I could
Chili.
really go for Chili's right now. And
Matter
she's
of
like,
fact,
They have-
no.
Chili's is Chili's, Cracker Barrel, stuff like that. I think
hate
they're
Cracker
going.
Barrel.
What?
I hate Cracker
Okay,
Barrel.
we're done with this podcast. Anyways, I think there's going to be a huge closure of restaurants pretty soon
Oh, probably.
because we went to Chili's, and if you took out the 20% tip that we left them, our whole meal only came to like $55. And we had a big fucking meal with appetizers and everything. If Sonia and I go to McDonald's, it's a $30 bill. The amount of money that fast food restaurants are charging right now is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's like the Golden Corral here in town closed. Did you know
Oh,
that?
I hate I hate buffets.
Yeah.
I refuse to
Yeah,
eat
they
buffets.
closed.
Like,
They've been
the
closed
kids
for like 2 years now, I think.
the kids
Yeah.
love it, and I'm like,
No.
y'all can go
The
to a buffet.
last time we went to a buffet is we went to Las Vegas to stay the night to like party in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And we're like walking around and we're starving. I mean, we haven't ate all day. We got to Las Vegas. We got our room. We went down to find something to eat. And we couldn't find, like, there was a ton of restaurants, but they all had waits and stuff like that. So we went to this, we're like, this is a buffet. And we're like, hey, sure, fucking Las Vegas buffet. We walked in there and it's a line. We get up to the person and we go to pay. And she looked at me and she was like, 2 people? And I was like, yeah, 2 people. And she said, $240.
Yep.
And I was like, excuse me? I can't eat $240. I can't eat $120 worth of food here. Not, and I was like, okay, so we were starving. We didn't want to leave. Yeah, we could have left the casino to go find a restaurant somewhere else. But if anybody's been to Las Vegas, leaving the casino is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
So we were like, fine, I'll pay it. We paid the money and the food was absolute fucking dog
It was a
shit.
letdown for sure, yeah.
If it was excellent food, I would have been
Yeah.
like, okay, it was the atmosphere. No, the atmosphere sucked. The food sucked. Everything about it. The $240, it was definitely there to rape. And they're wondering why Vegas is having a hard time, like getting
Yeah,
people
big
right.
time.
Yeah,
Big time, hard time.
Vegas is hurting right now. Their tourist is gone down by like 65%.
Yeah, it's because everything's fucking expensive.
Yeah, well, it costs
That
a
and it
fort-
smells like weed, and
Oh,
it's
it's
surrounded by
terrible.
homeless and criminals now, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's always
mean,
been like that, but
Vegas has never been great, but it's when you get
Well, it's
back
starting
and
to
you go to
encroach,
Vegas,
like-
it's going to be. Well, there was always certain places that they kind of stayed away from.
yeah.
Like
there's not
You-
anymore.
there's not anymore. Yeah, you'll walk right outside of the Excalibur, and there'll be a homeless guy tented out right
Well,
in
that
front.
Excalibur's not very like.
No, it's not.
It used to be.
Now, if you say Bellagio and you're like, oh yeah, you can walk out Bellagio's main entrance and there's a fucking homeless dude with fecal matter all over the floor. Okay, now I'm a little.
We stayed at the Bellagio, and yeah, there was homeless right outside.
Ugh. See, that's
And that's the Bellagio. We've stayed in all the hotels.
Caesar's nice too.
We've stayed at the Caesars.
Yeah.
Bring blankets if you're staying in any of those hotels. Just bring blankets.
Yeah, they keep the rooms cold, which is great, but they put a blanket that's about that thick.
Yeah, it's like a
Fucking
hospital
beds.
blanket. It's not good.
Yeah, that's so disheartening. I used to love going to Vegas.
We still do, but it's not as much anymore. And
I
obviously
definitely-
it's
After living there for a little while, you gotta find the cool shit that's not on the fucking strip.
Yeah.
That's the shit I miss. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're
all
good
right.
now. I
Hungry.
think we can go now.
Yep, we're good now. We're gonna go Chili's.
Baby back ribs.
Baby back, baby back, baby back. All right. See us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. We figured out our YouTube Shorts.
Did you have a
I
stroke?
heard radio.
iHeartRadios, and Sonia's gotten better at the hashtags.
Oh yeah, we better be popping. What did we get? We got how many new subscribers did we get, guys?
We had 21 last time, and now we have 27.
Whoop whoop! Hype train. Thank you for all those new subscribers. Continue to like and follow, and
Yeah,
send it
tell
to
your
your friends.
friends.
Tell your family. Fuck, tell your dog, dude. Yeah, tell everybody.
Yeah.
hide your kids. Hold on.
Yes, we're done. Look,
yes.
this is how he's waiting for us right now, just so that we're all clear. My dog does actually run the show.
Yeah.
He literally just came to check in on us.
We're at 27 followers right now. Okay. Thank you for coming, everybody. This one's going to be long, but oh well. All right. Take it easy.
Bye,
Peace out.
guys.
Don't leave.